Are you looking for the best 3D printers for kids? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best 3D printers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Flashforge Adventurer 3. The Adventurer 3 from Flashforge is a plug-and-play desktop 3D printer with which your kids can print objects within a few minutes. A useful quick start guide is included. The Adventurer 3 can be operated via a touchscreen and the UI is pretty intuitive. The Adventurer 3 is not for hobbyists, but for those users who just want to start printing. It is child-friendly and could therefore also be used in schools. The hot end, which by the way can be exchanged very easily without tools, using 2 locking buttons, has been revised by Flashforge. Before, it didn't seem to like foreign filament. In-house material, on the other hand, worked well. With the current version, all filaments from third-party manufacturers work similarly well. Thanks to its closed design, PETG should also be printable. The device, however, has its problems with PLA. The culprit here is the non-optimal fan duct. At number 2. Artillery Sidewinder X1. The Sidewinder X1 is the first extraordinary model from the relatively new manufacturer Artillery/Avnovo. The pre-assembled kit is particularly easy for beginners. This can be seen in the fact that it is ready to print in under 30 minutes. In contrast to the Creality CR10, a direct drive extruder is also used. Pretty much all materials can be printed well with it. Especially flexible materials can often not be processed using the Bowden extruder principle. If a filament change should be necessary, this can be done without errors in seconds thanks to the excellent extruder nozzle interaction. The use of larger, and of course smaller, nozzle diameters is also possible, for example, to print large objects faster. The standard is 0.4 mm in diameter. At number 3. Kingroon 3D Printer. The Kingroon 3D printer works with FDM technology. It's one of the best 3D printers you can buy when you're on a budget. It comes with assisted bed leveling, preloaded 3D models, an LCD touchscreen, and can restart printing after power failure. This 3D printer is great for beginners with its simple calibration, touchscreen, and assisted leveling. With some 3D printers, installation alone before printing can take a long time, therefore, the Kingroon is a wonderful alternative to save time in the general procedure. Beginners, teachers, and professional designers would love this 3D printer very much. At number 4. Monoprice Voxel. If you're looking to get started with 3D printing or want a printer that your kid can use, the Monoprice Voxel printer is a great option. It delivers high-quality prints without costing you a fortune. The Voxel is fast too. The printing speed is 10 to 100 mm per second, something we generally see from more expensive devices. Beginners will especially appreciate the heated build deck, which means more reliable prints when using materials like ABS. The top of the print bed also slides out and can be folded, making removing prints a breeze. The Monoprice Voxel is, so to speak, a relaunch of the well-known Flashforge Adventurer 3. It has a completely closed build chamber, bed leveling, a removable print bed, integrated memory, and Wi-Fi connectivity. At number 5. QIDI Technology X1 Very sturdy and easy to use, the QIDI Tech X1 offers good print quality. It also prints quite detailed objects in convincing quality, but it can get quite loud. It works quickly and reliably. Although this FDM printer does not have the largest print size, it has relatively good manufacturer support. The software is based on the free slicer program Cora, from the 3D printer manufacturer Ultimaker, and is adapted to the printer models from QIDI. The model to be printed can be loaded into the program via the Open File menu, Ctrl+O, or simply by drag and drop. The model then appears in the preview window. The printer is specified for printing with PLA, ABS, TPU, etc. The open-source desktop device from QIDI Technology is probably the best kid-friendly 3D printer. Possible file formats are, in addition to 3D formats such as OBJ and STL, image files. When loaded into the program, the software prepares them for 3D printing by interpreting the images as height maps. At number 6. Creality Ender 3. The Ender 3 is an FDM printer with a very solid frame. It is quite compact and could be transported reasonably well if you want to. Due to its design, it requires comparatively little space. Despite the Bowden extruder, flexible materials can be processed quite well. The power resume function is useful and also enables easy color changes. The print bed heats up very quickly due to the 24V system used and the power consumption is low. Creality Ender 3 is currently one of the most popular / hyped FDM devices for home users. And justifying its hype, it's probably the best cheap 3D printer kit for beginners of 2021. The Ender 3 is a good tool. There is currently hardly any alternative for performance and quality. At the price, it's almost a no-brainer for many interested parties. It's more intuitive for beginners than the Creality Ender 3 3D and Creality Ender 3 V2 printers. At number 7. Flashforge Finder 3D Printer. The Flashforge Finder is a premium child-friendly printer that uses fused filament fabrication (FFF) technology. The printer connects to your PC via USB cable, SD memory card, or Wi-Fi on your smartphone, as you prefer. Flashforge Finder also has a 3.5 inches touchscreen, which makes it intuitive and easy to use. You can remove the build plate and thus remove your models easily. Its printing is of great quality, with incredible resolutions of 0.10 mm. The machine is a cover printer type with no print bed. It has a large print volume that measures 14 by 14 by 14 centimeters. The Flashforge Finder is a beginner-friendly printer like the Flashforge Adventurer. However, the latter is more recommended by users for beginners than the former. But the Finder is a bit more high-end device than the Adventurer.